he doesn't come out all that often. He has not played against Terran just yet, but he does have a pretty decent win ratio for what he's played. Played 5 games, he has 4 wins, if you just want to look at stats. But overall, I just have more confidence in him as a player over Reality.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Moonglade, give the lay down.
Well, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I wasn't too knowledgeable about Hush, and Reality, you know, hasn't really impressed me too much in the past. So I was like looking at the statistics, and Hush kind of just looked a lot more impressive overall. And I mean, as you can see, Reality 1 and 2 versus Protoss. So, but he has been winning his games lately. So
yeah,
it's
3-game winning streak.
It was very hard to choose from. So I ended up going with Hush just because it's CJ, and I don't know,
CJ's been looking good recently.
So damn good. So that's pretty much why I went with it.
I also, you know, if you look at Hush's results, I wanted to see where the wins were. He's actually 3-0 against Protoss, so definitely his matchup there. I'm very curious to see how he's going to do against Terran here, though.
Well, the map is Overgrowth, the map we see a lot of Zerg players on, but it's a totally Zergless matchup we're going into here. Could be the last map of the night if Hush is able to take the win.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top right in the yellow for CJ Entis, the Protoss player, he is Hush.
And down here in the bottom left in the pink, Samsung, it's Reality. Now, I voted for Reality because he has played more impressive, high-stakes matches than Hush has. Hush is like pretty consistent. He doesn't come out very often either. Reality's played a lot more games than he has. And, you know, the game Reality versus Sulky comes to mind, right? Mm-hmm. When he plays this, like, incredible game against a player who's much more successful than he is. And I favor his experience, I guess I would say. It was a really hard pick for me, too. But I had to eventually go with Reality on this one.
There's a reason it's 4-3. You know, in any really close matchup, you're probably going to have 4-3 or maybe 5-2 amongst the predictions here. And this is, even just in those results from those predictions, you can tell that this is going to be really close. This is one that I looked at it a lot. It took me a while to decide on this match specifically. I remember thinking about it, you know, wherever I was, just looking at the Kakao chat group, and I'm like, I don't know. But in the end, I went for Hush.
Well, Moonglade, speak, see if it works.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back.
He's back.
I was hoping that no more weird sounds would happen when the mic came on.
That was kind of a scary noise when it went off.
Yeah.
You heard that too, right? That
oh,
was,
yeah.
Oh, God.
Horrible.
It's
I
like
hope nobody at
the
home
stuff
heard
of
that.
nightmares.
And I'd just like to correct myself earlier. I mean, apparently Hero beat Zest 4-3 today.
Oh, okay.
In PvP. So I definitely missed the end of that. But really not surprising that Hero played so well last game.
Yeah. Showing his PvP skill off. Definitely, you know, one of the best we have. I think he's now up to, let me look at this for a second. He's up to 9-4 now in PvP.
Yeah, it's quite an impressive result. A lot of PvPs played, too.
Yeah.
And if you're a Pros player, you have played a lot of PvPs in Pro League because of how this has worked. Now, let's see exactly what these two players have planned. A Reaper Scout will pop out here momentarily. The SCV is going to come scout first. I want to know where is that third pylon. And he's not actually going to see pylon here. This is probably going to be unscouted. This could scare Reality because he doesn't see behind the mineral line that, in fact, that's where it is. So
that's why he comes back. He's like, where is this? Well, he sees this one, the third pylon building, but he still doesn't see the second one.
This is a pretty mind-gamey thing to do. I like this a lot.
Yep. I mean, exactly for sure. Like, he's got to be worried about any sort of proxy, especially like proxy Stargate or anything crazy like that. You've seen Oracle come out and do a lot of damage. But, I mean, his build order is going to be into Marines, into Reactor Marines, so he's gonna get a pretty good Marine count out pretty quickly.
Now he sees the pylon behind there in the middle line. He started in eBay, so that could be part of his plan. He might have like a really fast +1 coming out because he's now a little bit more calm, but he might also just be like, before he saw the pylon, I don't know, I just got to get turrets up just in case.
Yeah, exactly right. He might put down some turrets, maybe.
Actually ends up being a Stargate anyway, as funny as it is.
Yeah, and there's a fast +1. So his build kind of definitely directed towards a very fast +1. So we could see a timing from this for sure. Natural almost up, and we see a second barracks added. So yeah, going into a very bio style, very aggressive bio style.
Hush now adding a robotics facility as well, going very, very tech heavy here. I think he's still only on one gateway so far, so he's going to have a lack of units here for a little bit. And if a timing comes across the map and he doesn't have much to defend, like if he's got one Oracle and like an Immortal against a bunch of upgraded Marines with Stim, that's not going to hold it off.
Yeah, no, definitely not. The Mothership Core is the most key part of the defense here, because you can wipe out Marines with like 3 shots on that Nexus cannon. He has cut this, as far as I can tell, though, for now, favoring spending all the gas on that Oracle and the robotics, so he might not even have enough energy when it comes out. Let me confirm.
Gets a Forge
Okay,
as
no,
well.
he does have one. Never mind. Okay, there it is. I just missed it. It was over there scouting a little bit, so. Yeah, Forge coming up here just for upgrades. You know, cannons perhaps later, depending on what he scouts.
Yeah, we might even see a fast armor, kind of negating exactly what Reality's trying to do with the +1.
Yeah, very
Attack.
likely he's going to start that right away.
Very fast armor.
Oh, look at this. Reaper somehow makes his way into the main base, even with the units in the right position. But look at this. Oracle in the main base of Reality right now gets 2 SCVs.
Yeah, and actually goes up to 3 here. Isn't really sticking around, obviously, with those Marines there. Is a little bit tough.
The Reaper's still alive.
Yeah, that Reaper is...
Is it going to scout that Stargate, though? Yeah, now it does.
Well, I mean, he saw the Oracle in the base, but now at least he knows, like, oh, okay, that's where you put it.
Getting a couple of probes too, so not too bad on the way out. Gets sniped off, but he's done his job. And we see Immortal in production now.
Yeah, an Immortal here, interesting. He's just going to get that one out, I think, for safety, as the Robotics Bay has been added.
That guy's a safety Immortal.
It's not really... you know, going to blend itself towards an Immortal timing attack based on how late it comes out here and the Forge and everything else.
That's a cheeky snipe there.
Really nice Oracle Micro right now. He's like sniping these guys in the very edge. Even though Reality has a bunch of Marines in the main base to defend, he still finds a way to get 6 kills.
He's using the buildings against him. He's able to kind of like fight against the you know, against the buildings to where he can pick off the units on the right side and where the Marines can't like run through the buildings.
Yeah. Second Immortal started here. Robotics Bay is up now as well. Could start making Colossi after that. Second Immortal gets out.
Yeah, playing very defensively, getting those extra Immortals out. Really wants to be careful against any sort of Marine timing. I mean, he has scouted pretty much everything with the Oracle, so he knows exactly what's going on. It's going to be a fast +1 at least. Going to have Stim very, very soon, so he's got to be very careful not to get caught out. And we see some Phoenixes getting added too.
Yeah, he's adding these in. It's going to shut down drops 100%. It's also going to help him fight against Vikings very well.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely one way, probably one of the coolest ways to kind of like deal with Vikings is to tie them up with Phoenix and like force them to like, I don't know. Because obviously Vikings are always going to automatically attack Phoenix. So it makes it just a little bit harder to micro in these big fights.
Yeah, and guys, he's stopped probe production at 46. I think we may see a timing here on 2 base. He's got so many of these gateways. He's getting the range and Colossi. He's doing so much on 2 base. It's going to be a bit of a slower timing, but he's going to have a lot of really
with
key
5
units.
gates being added now, it's no longer a mystery. It's no longer speculation. We're watching it happen live on TV. He's doing it.
It's happening live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is not a recording. This is not a test. This is not a rehearsal.
No, it's not.
Well, without combat shields, you know, he's not going to be able to really pressure in to attack. And once the attack hits him, he has to identify this is coming. If he doesn't, then he may just be dead in the water. Great tag here.
Very nice.
So good.
Going to see everywhere they go.
Gets the Medivacs as well. It just is going to see everything.
He's going to make sure none of these counter drops happen anytime soon in his base when he finally moves across the map.
Look at this Oracle coverage as well. He's like very much certain nothing is coming his way. He's got pylons, and also these Phoenixes are going to be able to shut anything down that he's even attempted.
Yeah, and I mean, Viking production has begun, so Reality is definitely keeping on top of things. He's definitely like not waiting too long to start making them. He knows that they're out. He knows Colossus are on the map, and he's got to start building that Viking ball.
You may even want to make a second starport with how much Phoenix commitment we have here from Hush.
Yeah, that would not be a bad idea. Like, he's really going to need a lot of extra Vikings to kind of compensate for all the damage he's going to be taking from these Phoenix.
He's got his Phoenixes right now on patrol over there, and if now that the tag is up, Reality could go for a push, or rather a drop of the main base, but decides to back off. I think he sees this push coming, and he knows he needs to defend.
Yeah, Scan goes down here, sees this coming across. He's not making any bunkers. I think he's just like, oh, I am in real big trouble right now. Like, there's nothing I can make in time. I just need to split my units and micro well. That's all I can rely on here. Oh, he's actually caught a little bit out of position away from his command centers, which means these Phoenixes and these Colossi are going to get some extra shots off. Reality decides he's got to go for it now. He pulls the SV. Beautiful time warps. Oh, my God.
Amazing time warps.
What is that right click with the Colossi?
Oh,
and he wastes the DPS.
God.
And what? Well, he's still got so much DPS that he could basically almost throw the game away and still win.
Huge miss micro, but it doesn't matter. Keeps one Colossus alive, cleans up the entire army.
Donation time by Hush, but still he's just got so many units. That was how ahead he was. That was how dead Reality was going to be here. And this is, I mean, this is the end. Make no mistake, there's no recovery from this.
No. Second CC going to go down here. He's got no more mining here at any of the bases besides his main base, and there are so many Protoss units right on this front doorstep. CJ is going to take this fourth game and go to a 3-1 victory.
Yep, 3-1 victory is absolutely correct, Brendan. And this is just a matter of not knowing what was coming.
Yep.
And it's a really strong timing. No idea what was coming. You're right. You didn't scout it.
Oh, Mana Nexus
Mana
too.
Nexus queued up.
I like Hush a lot.
Reality is unhappy about the situation.
GG. Hush takes it. And
Hush was such a great record.
Yeah, right now 5-1. I think they got to start playing this guy more. He has the results right now to back up, playing him a little bit more here.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like his role for the team has just been to come out occasionally when he's in a good condition or something. And
that's the way it's looked so far. Yeah.
I mean, he's gotten his team 5 points this season. That's not very many, but it's that consistency that matters.
Yeah.
Because he's only given away 1.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? I got every prediction right for that second match. What up?
Wow.
I feel so good about myself.